Thank you, Senators. Today I'll be presenting information about Bill H.R. 4518 regarding Bears Ears National Monument and Native American land rights. Similar to Standing Rock and the Dakota Access Pipeline, Bears Ears National Monument represents a fight for Native American land. The bill was introduced to the House December 1, 2017 by Representative Ruben Gallego, but has remained stagnant since then. This bill would expand the boundaries of the Bears Ears National Monument in Utah and would reinstate President Obama's proclamation of 2016. It would also protect the land against oil drilling and fossil fuel extraction, which in turn can lead to harmful health risks for the tribes who live on the land. Bears Ears is a large area of protected land located in southeast Utah. The area within the monument is held in high regard to local Native American tribes, specifically the Hopi, Navajo, Ute Indian, Ute Mountain Ute, and the Zuni tribes, because of deep ancestral ties and the presence of cultural and archaeological artifacts. The land also contains valuable plants, minerals, objects, and water for religious and cultural ceremonies and medicinal purposes, and the tribes hunt, fish, and gather, provide offerings at archaeological sites, and conduct ceremonies on the land. The relationship between government and Native Americans has wavered between termination, relocation, and assimilation for more than 200 years. Currently, the federal government is responsible for managing all Indian affairs through the Bureau of Indian Affairs, and as a result, Native American reservations are among the poorest communities in the United States. 3 ways in which the government keeps Native Americans in poverty. Number 1, Indian lands are owned and managed by the federal government. Number 2, nearly every aspect of economic development is controlled by federal agencies. Because of this, the bureaucracy prevents tribes from capitalizing on their resources. And number 3, energy regulations make it difficult for tribes to develop their resources. Reservations contain valuable natural resources, and according to a 2014 estimate worth nearly $1.5 trillion, the vast majority of these resources remain underdeveloped because of rules and regulations set by the federal government. In 2016, President Barack Obama established the Bears Ears National Monument under the Antiquities Act of 1906. At the time of this designation, the monument consisted of 1.9 million acres of land, more than 100,000 archaeological sites, and a place where more than 13 tribes trace their lineage. The monument created by President Obama was to protect the land from oil, natural gas, and mineral development. Additionally, the designation of this land would put the land management back into the hands of the tribes. But in April 2017, President Trump signed Executive Order 13792, which would start the review and redesignation process of all presidential federal lands protected as national monuments under the Antiquities Act of 1906. The Trump administration did not consult with the Bears Ears Commission of Tribes when doing so. And after reviewing 27 national monuments, Bears Ears was the only monument specifically targeted by the Trump administration. This executive order would reduce Bears Ears Monument by 85% and then convert the remaining lands into 2 smaller separate monuments. The primary goal of this executive order is to encourage oil and energy companies to drill on these public lands. Side effects of this order: irreplaceable pieces of history will be destroyed. Artifacts and historical buildings are 2 examples of those. And possible health and land impacts could be water contamination, methane emissions, pollution, which can lead to asthma, respiratory problems, and other illnesses that could affect the people who live on that land. Executive Order 1372 is illegal. Tribe representatives have stated that Trump's executive order is in violation of the Antiquities Act of 1906, as only Congress may alter a monument designation. Presidents can't rescind proclamations. Currently, Hopi, Navajo, Ute Indian, Ute Mountain Ute, and Zuni tribes are suing the Trump administration for violating the U.S. Constitution and the Antiquities Act. So is it too late? Well, recently the Trump administration sold off parcels of land close to Bears Ears to oil companies, signifying a general lack of disrespect for American sovereignty and public lands that do not belong to the federal government. The values underlining the problem is that since taking office, the Trump administration has been focused on removing Obama-era policies and opening land for the benefit of the energy industry. So I'm here to please tell you to vote yes on H.R. 4518. As long as tribes are denied the right to control their own resources, they will remain locked in poverty and dependence. But if tribes are given the dignity they deserve, they will have the opportunity to unleash tremendous wealth and sovereignty of Indian nations.